Welcome students. Today we will learn transpose method to solve a linear equation. Concept 1. We have to keep only variables on LHS. This is the first concept which is required in each and every equation to be solved. A term that is added in LHS gets subtracted when we transpose it to RHS. Addition in LHS when transposed becomes operation subtraction in RHS. Let me explain you this with an example. In LHS, as you can see, we have taken y plus 3 and in RHS we have 10. Our aim is to eliminate plus 3. So we are going to transpose this plus 3 to RHS. On transposing plus 3 to RHS, what would it become? We had just seen it in the previous slide. Yes, plus 3 will become minus 3 when it gets transposed to RHS. Hence, we are remained with only variable y in LHS. As I already told you that in LHS our aim is to eliminate all the other numbers and only we should keep the variable. So we have come up with the variable in LHS, but what about RHS? Yes, the 3 gets subtracted in RHS because plus 3 has got transposed. Here it comes, plus 3 has become minus 3. And these are the steps. We have to write in the bracket that we have transposed 3 to RHS. And the value of y is 7. 10 minus 3 is 7. Let us move to concept 2. A term subtracted in LHS gets added when we transpose it to RHS. So subtraction becomes addition. Let us take another example. Here, the LHS we are having z minus 7 and in RHS we are having 6. Now here we are going to remove minus 7 from LHS. In order to eliminate minus 7 from LHS, we will transpose it to RHS. When minus 7 gets transposed to RHS, what does it become? We have already discussed it in the previous slide that subtraction becomes addition. So we are remained with only variable z in LHS, whereas in RHS we are having 6 plus 7. As you can see that minus 7 has become plus 7 on getting transposed. Here is the step. You can see that minus 7 is transposed to RHS and it has become plus 7. Therefore, z is equal to 13. Now let us move to the next concept. A term multiplied in LHS gets divided when we transpose it to RHS. Multiplication becomes division when it is transposed to RHS. Let us understand this with an example. Here you can see we have taken 2z in LHS and 8 in RHS. Here is the balance with LHS with 2z in LHS and 8 in RHS. Our aim is to remove 2 from LHS. So we will eliminate 2 from LHS. When in order to eliminate 2, we have to transpose it to RHS. Now on transposing 2 to RHS, what does it become? What will happen? Yes, as we saw in the previous slide, multiplication becomes division. So 2 will get eliminated from LHS and it will move to denominator in RHS. Here you can see that 2 has moved to denominator. It means we have divided by 2 in RHS, and as you know that we have to eliminate all the numbers from LHS. So in LHS we are only having the variable Z. Here are the steps. Z is equal to 8 upon 2. We have to write in the bracket that transposing 2 to RHS. And as you all know, when we divide 8 by 2, we get 4. The next concept. A term divided in LHS gets multiplied when we transpose it to RHS. Operation division in LHS will get converted into operation multiplication when it gets transposed to RHS. Let me explain this concept with the help of an example. Here we have taken x upon 5 in LHS and 10 in RHS. Our purpose is to eliminate 5 from LHS. For that, we will transpose it to RHS. On transposing 5 to RHS, what will happen? As we saw in the previous slide, the concept is that the division will get converted into multiplication. As you can see that 5 is in division, it will get transposed, and in RHS, it will get multiplied by 10. So as you can see over here, 5 has got multiplied by 10 and it got eliminated from LHS. In LHS, we are only remained with the, what is remaining in LHS? Only the variable. As the concept says that LHS should have only the variable. And as you all know that 10 5s are 50. Here are the steps. X is equal to 10 into 5. You have to write in bracket transposing 5 to RHS and you got the value of x equal to 50. As you can see, I have encircled this 5. It means this 5 has got transposed to RHS. Now, let us move to concept 5. When there are two terms in LHS, now we'll see the combination of operations. The term without variable in LHS gets transposed to RHS first. So the first step, remember what is the first step? In the first step, if the term is added in LHS, it gets subtracted in RHS and vice versa. In step 2, what happens in step 2? What we do with the variable that is attached to the number. What means a variable attached to the number? It means numerical coefficient of the variable. If the numerical coefficient of the variable is multiplied in LHS, it will get divided in RHS and vice versa. But note that this step will follow the first step. Be very careful. This step in which we are having numerical coefficients will follow the first step. The first step will have two terms and the second term will get eliminated first. Let me explain this with the help of an. Now here you can see two terms, 7x and minus 9. As I explained you in the previous slide, the concept that the second term, which is either in addition or in subtraction. In our case, in this example 5, the second term is in subtraction. So what will happen? This second term will get eliminated first. Here you can see the LHS and the RHS. Now our purpose is to eliminate minus 9. First we have to eliminate minus 9. Be very careful. Students usually get confused in this two numbers which we have to eliminate first. So be very careful. I explained it in previous slide. You watch it again and again what is explained there. the second term, which is in addition or subtraction, will be eliminated first. On eliminating minus 9, it will get transposed to RHS, and hence what will happen? In LHS will be remained with only 7x, but what about RHS? In RHS we are having 16 plus 9, that is 25. Now what is the second step? The second step is now we are going to transpose 7 to RHS, because what is our purpose? Our purpose is to keep only the variable x in LHS. The numerical coefficient attached with this x is 7, and we have to eliminate this 7. As we have already explained to you in the previous slides, that whatever is multiplied in RH and in LHS, whatever is multiplied in LHS will get divided in RHS. So on transposing 7 to RHS, it will get divided. So what will be remaining in LHS? Only the variable. And in RHS, you will have that 7 in the denominator. It means we have divided by 7. This we can explain with the help of these following steps. 7x is equal to 16 plus 9. We have transposed 9 to RHS. You have to write it in the bracket. Therefore, 7x is equal to 25. The next step is to transpose 7 to RHS. Hence, we are remained only with the variable in LHS. As you can see here, only the variable is remaining. And we have transposed 7 to RHS. It will go to the denominator because multiplication becomes division. Let us take another example where we have to take LCM. Here you can see that the variable is in the form of a fraction. In the denominator, you can see 3. Hence, we are having a fractional form. Plus 1 is equal to 7 upon 15. Now, can you recall which step will be first? Yes, first we have to eliminate 1 from LHS. When we eliminate plus 1 from LHS, it will move to the RHS and it will become minus 1. So we have transposed 1 to RHS. But as you can see, this 1 is in the form of an integer and we have to convert it in the form of a rational number. Now why? Because we are already having 7 upon 15. So we need a rational number to subtract it. What is the method to convert the integer into rational number? Divide it by 1, which we have already learnt in the chapter 1. Now I have divided this 1 by 1 and converted it into a rational number. Now the second step is to take LCM of the denominators in RHS. As you can see here, 15 in the denominator. We have to convert this 1 in the denominator into 15. So in order to convert 1 into 15, we'll multiply by 15 both in numerator and denominator as the rule of equivalent fraction. By the rule of equivalent fraction, we'll multiply both in the numerator and denominator. Now our purpose has got solved. We can see in both the terms, the denominator is 15. Hence our purpose has got solved. Once the denominator is equal, we can subtract the numerator. But we can never subtract directly unless and until we have the same denominators. We cannot subtract the numerators. Therefore, here you can see we have subtracted the numerator 7 minus 15 upon 15. What will be 7 minus 15? Yes, it will be minus 8. In the LHS, what will be remaining? In LHS, we will be having x upon 3. But what about RHS? In RHS, we will have the rational number minus 8 upon 15. Now here comes the second step. Still we have not done our sum. We are not done with our sum. What is remaining to be done? Here you can see the number 3. We have to eliminate this number because LHS should have only the variable. How shall we eliminate 3? We will transpose this 3 to RHS. Here 3 is in division, so it will get transposed and it will be multiplied in RHS, because as the concept says, if it is divided in LHS, it will get multiplied in RHS. So here you can see that 3 has been transferred to numerator because it is in multiplication. If it was in division, then only it would have been in denominator. But you can see, yeah, on transposing, 3 is getting multiplied. So multiplication should always be in the numerator. And you have to write in the bracket transposing 3 to RHS. As you can see that once we have to even bring it to the standard form. How to bring this in the standard form? You just cut it out. 3 ones are 3 and 3 fives are. The common table of 3 and 15 is 5. So we first cut it out and bring it in the standard form. Hence the standard form, the numerator is minus 8 over here and the denominator is 5. And this is the required solution. Thank you.